Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. So today I'm doing a tutorial on this look right here. I use the Anastasia X Amrezy palette. I'm going to apologize in advance for sounding a little nasally during this because I am sick, but I still wanted to get it up. Yeah, so don't forget to like and subscribe and we can start jumping into this tutorial. So we're starting off with priming our eyes with concealer, and I'm using the Cover FX Power Play Concealer in N Light 1. Next, I'm just setting my eyes with the Too Faced setting powder. Also, if you'd like to add tape to this look because it is quite sharp, you can. I did not. I just end up cleaning it up with a makeup wipe after. So the first shade we are going into is OG, as you could see, and we're just going to very lightly put this into our creases. I'm barely even applying any. Now we're going to get into the Fenty Fly Pencil. I am using the shade Spaghetti Straps. So I'm just lining my crease. I'm trying to make sure that I'm doing it high enough so that way when I cut it with concealer after, you can still definitely see that line very clear. After you're done applying your eye pencil, you're going to cut the crease. I started off using actually an eyebrow pencil because I wanted something very small that I could make a clean line against the Spaghetti Straps color. I do get annoyed of how small it is and end up picking up a bigger brush just to fill out the rest. But yeah, that's all I did. Next, we're taking the shade Leo and we are going to apply that everywhere that we put concealer. Also, I did notice when I was putting it on, you want to be careful when you get to the edge of where the spaghetti strap is. You kind of want to pat, don't drag, because then I noticed that I kind of made a little bit of a mess with that. Now here you see me just cleaning it up with a makeup wipe, which you would skip this step if you had used tape. Next, I am actually just taking a liner brush and I'm just going to fix the spaghetti strap line just to make it a little bit sharper. And you just want to be very careful when you're doing this. And then I'm going to take the fly pencil again and I'm just going to run this on the edge of my eye, if that makes sense. You can see what I'm doing. And then I'm going to do the exact same thing on the other side of my eye. Yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing. Stepping away from the eyes for just a little bit, I'm starting on my face and I'm starting to prime with the Pure Cosmetics, the 4-in-1 Correcting Primer. Then it's foundation, and I am using the Cover FX Power Play Foundation in the shade G20, which I have to say I really like how it applies much better with a brush versus a sponge. I just find you get better coverage and it lays a lot smoother on the face. Next is concealer, and I'm using that Power Play concealer by Cover FX in the shade N Light 1, like I said earlier. I also used a sponge to blend this out, but I prefer a brush for the under eyes as well. I just feel like it looks much more smoother and I get better coverage when I'm using a brush versus the sponge. After we're setting with the Too Faced, or this way, the setting powder, I use translucent, of course, and you don't need much setting powder, honestly, because the concealer is so nice that it like barely even creases, especially for me. It's one of my favorite concealers. Now I'm just going to set the rest of my face with their compact powder from Too Faced, and I use the shade Porcelain. Next, I'm going to warm up my skin, and I'm using the Hoola bronzer. You'll probably see it in my face. I don't know why it was looking much darker on camera than it was in person for me. It wasn't that dark when I was actually going outside. Next, I'm using the Estee Lauder. This is their Terracotta Sun Kissed Glow, or whatever it's called. I use the shade Light, of course, and I just like this because I just find it gives a little bit of a glow to the skin, a little bit more warmth. I'm trying to be prepared for summertime. Next, I am using a blush from NARS. I can't remember the name right now, but this palette was discontinued. And then, of course, I thought I definitely should use the Amrezy highlight as well, which is one of my favorites. So I'm just using that now. After, I just like to clean off my lips because I don't like to have any foundation on it when I am ready to do any lip products. I don't know what it is, I just don't really like it. But I'm also going to use my QMS lip serum just to make sure they're hydrated, and while that seeps in, we will move back to the eyes. So the first thing I'm going to do is going to use the Fenty Beauty Full Frontal Mascara. This one is actually my favorite and my go-to right now. I actually really, really love it. So I'm going to use this mascara today. Does anybody else take 10 years to put mascara on? Now that that's over, I'm going to run spaghetti straps on my waterline. These fly pencils are so nice for the waterline. They never budge for me. I can put them on so early in the morning and then come home late at night and they are still completely intact on my waterline. They are just amazing. Now I'm going to take the shade OG again and run that also under my lower lash line just as a base. Going back in with spaghetti straps, I'm going to start to run that under my lower lash line, kind of smoke it out. I end up taking that angled brush that I was using before just to help to blend and smoke it out even more and kind of connect it with that outer line, if that makes sense. As you can tell, I was feeling how it was looking and how the look was coming together. Now I'm just putting a little bit of black liner on my lash line for to prepare for my lashes. This is just the Kat Von D tattoo liner and trooper that I had on hand, so I'm using that one. And I am using my favorite lashes, velour lashes, and these are in the style Wild Child. Just so beautiful, and I really like that you can still see my makeup through them even though they are quite dramatic. Next, I'm just using the same mascara on my lower lash line. I also didn't show me like finessing the lashes and pushing them together with my real lashes. But now we're moving on to lips, and I'm using the Steve Laurent. I think this is in the color Chai, and I'm just lining my lips with it. Next, I am using an Anastasia liquid lipstick. I believe it was in the shade Sand, and I put it on and then I used my finger to pat it to blend it out so it was seamless. And the last step is to set your makeup with the Urban Decay setting spray, and then you're all done. I hope you guys really enjoyed this look. I was really loving it, so I hope that you guys did as well. I know I did 2 cut creases in a row. My next one is not a cut crease. I already have it filmed, so subscribe to see my next look. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.